ability to identify the overall direction of the market on the chart will give you a very good probability of where exactly the market is headed. This is FX smashing it. What is going on, guys? You're welcome back as to my subscribers. Thank you very much for following me, and also for those that are new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Now this week has been very interesting, and it's been, I'll say overall, I'll classify the behavior of the market across all many pairs as more of a big consolidation. That is, when the market is consolidating, it's quite difficult to actually identify very good trading opportunities because of the attitude and the behavior of the market pairs. Now towards the ending of this trading week, which is I think 22nd October 2022, I was able to identify a significant behavior in a particular currency, which is Japanese yen. Now the Japanese yen has been I would say has been kind of just not really strong. So if I take for example the USD JPY, I observed that there has been a significant bullish strength. That is, the US dollar to the Japanese yen has been moving upwards for weeks, about 2-3 weeks now. There has been a strong bullish trend to the upside, and towards the trading hours, the last trading hours of this week, there was a significant tanking down. If you go to the 4 hours time frame of USD JPY, you see that the USD JPY all of a sudden tanked down with a big 4 hours candlestick. In fact, 1 day candlestick as well, you see that it's a drop. If you step down, you see very long significant bearish candlestick to the downside. And what happened was that the US dollar lost steam or lost strength, while the Japanese yen gained significant strength. That's why there was a push to the downside. And I went to check the index of the Japanese pair, and Japanese currency, which is a JXY, and I discovered that there was a significant strength gained on the particular currency. And also the reason why I check the index is that the index gives me a overall picture of the strength of that particular currency against other major world currencies. I do that for the US dollars. We have the DXY, which is the index for the US dollars. It gives me the overall strength of the US dollar in relationships to other world major currencies. So that's what I did, and also I could see that a significant push actually happened. Now I want also to go to the chart to see exactly how my thought process was, and also some of the trades I took. Now let's go to the chart now and see how it was. Let's just first of all start by putting a sessional break into our screen. What you do is to first of all go to a free place like this on the screen, then right click and go to settings, then you click your sectional break here, then you said okay, you click OK. Then what you do now is to you now see that the distance between these lines are days. So this is what this Thursday, this is Friday, Saturday, this Friday, and this is Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. So when you have the sectional breaks, it gives you an overall picture of what the market direction has been, and you can see that this week has been a moving sideways for this particular pair, Chinese yuan and Japanese yen. Now I didn't trade that one as well, but I just want to show you what happened to the Japanese yen, as I talked about. Even with the Chinese yuan, you can see a push to the downside. It means that the JPY gained strength. Look at this long candlestick. Imagine someone took a trade from here, it would have been tanking and been swimming inside significant amount of profit. But now I want to go to the pair I actually took. I scalped it actually. You can see the Japanese yen as well. When it regards to the USD JPY, you can see a significant push to the downside for 4 hours. Just imagine how many pips was this one. Look at the distance it took. It's a significant drop to the downside. This is more than it's a 424 pips. And now this is 4 hours. This is not even 15 minutes. Just imagine what a 15 minutes will look like. You can imagine the drop, a significant push to the downside, and also a consolidation to the right side. Now look at how the market performed. you can see that, like I said before, that there have been a bullish push to the upside from the USD JPY, and I was expecting the market to keep pushing upwards. Now I've seen that the JPY has been creating record highs. This price action, this point it has never been reached before in the history of USD JPY. And when the market kept creating record highs, and when it got to this point, it tanked down. Now this is Friday, Saturday. This is the ending part of this particular this week's trading session, and you can see it drop to the downside, like I said. Now what happens? You can see that if you look to the past, look to the past. Now let's remove this sectional break for a while. I want to show you something very interesting. You can see that the market is already it tanked down and kind of reacted to this level. This is a significant level in the market, and you can see that if we draw a line from this point, sorry, let us mark an area from this point. Oh, yeah, you can see that the market has come back to retest this particular point. Okay, now my methodology is based on simple break and retest. Okay, simple break and retest. How does this work? Now let's identify the trend. The trend is pushing to the upside from here. Let's start from the past, right? It created a structure, right? Now this structure is very important. So the market tanked to the downside and started building up. It took a while to build up. You see, 26th of September, October, all through like that. We're in October, so it started pushing to the upside. Now look at this point. It's very important. It broke this point. It broke this point, and now what is it doing? That's retested this point. So what am I looking for in the coming weeks? I'll be looking for a break, retest, and push to the upside. Now let me just explain my methodology. It's simply based off simple break and retest. If you have a structure here, for example, the market is pushing to the upside, we have a bullish trend. What we want to see is that the market is going to push up, break past this key level, then come to retest this level and give me candlesticks in the direction of this particular trend. That is, I need the candlestick up like this and close, clear candlestick up, close, then I'll take a buy from here up henceforth. That is what I want to do. So the same idea happens is what I'm expecting here. So if I remove this for a while, I come closer, and let's see, I come here. So this way I want to start selling or doing our buying and trading. Now this has happened, so I would like to see break, retest, they push to the upside. If you're taking a buy, for example, from here, based on the break and retest as I mentioned just now from here, you'll see that you're already in profit somehow. See, and I'm expecting this to push to the upside to kind of pull back and create some free levels. Now that is how it is. Now let's go to other pairs I took before I round up this video. GBP AUD has been a pair I took in the week, and I was able to scalped it actually, because I didn't, the pair was moving very slow, but I also ensured that I was trading break and retest. This was very good, beautiful break and retest. Now my methodology is based on simple break and retest. Identify a strong level on a higher time frame. That is what I do. This is a strong level on a higher time frame. Higher time frame is 4 hours. I'm using, if I own daily, let's go to daily and see how you see that it's very clear. Now very sharp and clear. I like this trade. I took it, but I scalped because it was quite slow. I didn't want to stay too long. Simple break and retest on a 1 day time frame. Look at it, 1 day time frame for GBP AUD. I identified a key level. How do I identify? How do you know a key level? A point where the market has rejected and has retested multiple times. Now this it is a structure here. I drew my line and the market came to break it. So this is the strong level. Market broke it, right? This is a very important point to note. Broke it. It took a while. Came to retest it and look for candlestick in this direction, in the sell direction. See, to the downside. After a clear candlestick has been formed, retest here. Look at this candlestick here, closed. Sorry, let me just bring it closer because you can see what I mean. Retested. See, it started pushing to the down. side. I wanted another candlestick clearly from here, and look at what is happening. It's pushing to the downside, and I took a trade here, and I was still in profit, but I jumped out. The pair is quite slow, so it was going up and down, so I had to take my profit and jump out of it. Yeah, that's how it was. This is very good simple break and retest. Break from here, retest here, and you can see to the downside. What is my bias here? My bias is a bearish, is a sell. So the market is pushing a trend down. A trend is down. First of all, identify the trend. What is the trend? A sell or a bearish trend. Now allow the market break, come to the test, and find a clear candlestick that closes in the direction of that trend, which is a sell, and take and just take this thing, and you will be floating profit. So this particular pair requires patience. You have to be very patient. This thing is most likely going to tank to the downside, and the GBP AUD has seen a significant bearish push to the downside. Now let's go over to another pair I was also looking at in the week. Euro card. Where is Euro card? This is a pair I was looking at on the lower time frame. Yes, this pair was really a very rough pair, very rugged one. Let me go to 4 time frame first and try to show you exactly what I was thinking. Now this market is characterized by very weak signals. Weak signals are signals that don't move too straight. They're less moving, so just like this. So just like that. So that's what is characterizing this particular pair. Now the market pushed to the downside, and it created a very beautiful channel. Up, down, up, down, up, down, lower, low, higher, low, lower, low, higher, low, higher, low, higher, low. Yeah, this is spike, lower, low, higher, low, lower, low, higher, low, lower, low, and it built a beautiful channel here. Now what I was looking for is for the market to actually break this channel, and it did that. It broke it and came back to retest this level. These are levels I created, identified this level, Each time the market reverses, I identify a level. There is a structure here, and all the structures are built by levels. Now this is structure, and I didn't need this structure. I left it. I allowed the market to come to break past this one. It went up and came down. You can see this engulfing candlestick. Create a structure here, the same thing here, same thing here, same thing here, same thing here. So it's like a step to the upside. And what I was waiting for the market to break past this channel, come back to retest a key level, and you can see that it's tanking to the downside. I was able to scalp this bit and to the downside, to the sell, very beautiful sell, and that's how it has been. This pair hasn't really moved that much, but it's sell the way it is. Now what I did was to ensure that I was able to identify the important levels here, which is the structures here. That is lower, low, higher, low, lower, low, higher, low, lower, low, higher, low, lower, low, lower, low, higher, low, lower, low. Then they came up again to test this level, and now it's going to most likely push the downside. But I think this pair is not a pair that I would recommend for people as such, because of the too much spikes and the indecisive manner of the pair. Now this one is already consolidating, but I think it's most likely headed to the downside. Now let's take another pair again. Euro JPY, Japanese yen again is something that I paid attention to. You can see the Japanese pair, and Japanese currency rather. Sorry, this is the pair. This is the pair I also looked at, and you can see this pair has been pushing to the upside for weeks on the 4 hours. You can see if you put your marker, you can even see that every 5 days is every four. See, this is Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, Thursday, Tuesday, like that. So this is like 3 weeks or more than 3 weeks. It's almost a month. You can see for almost a month or more than, it has been, at least this is more than a month. It has been pushing to the upside. All of a sudden there's a tanking to the downside, and that tanking also came to retest this level here. So what do we want to see on the long run? We can see that the market is pushing to the upside, so we're having a bias as a bullish trend. So we're looking for bullish opportunities. Market is pushing to the upside. You create a structure here, you pull back, you pay attention to this structure. You allow the market come to break the structure or retest the structure. It came down, it's trying to make an attempt. Now it finally broke this structure. it finally broke the structure. You see it, after breaking the structure, it must come back to retest it, and it has retested it with this push to the downside. What are we looking at? In the coming week, we are looking at for buy opportunities for Euro JPY. That is how to look at the trend. That is how to have a bias. Next week, I'll be looking at for buy opportunities for Euro JPY. Now, I'll take the last pair. I'll just take some indexes like US 30. I'll take the US 30. Okay, let's take German 30 first. German 30. I'll just remove this sessional break, and so you can see exactly what the market is doing. Now you can see that there have been a push to the upside. Now push to the upside. I'll rather clean this. Now this is US 30. Sorry, German 30. German 30 is very well, it's just not necessarily giving us what we want to. It's giving us a very clear trend, but first of all, I would like to analyze this using my methodology, which is break and retest, simple break and retest. Now what I do is to go to higher time frames first. I didn't really trade on the German 30, but the German 30 is an index which I know that indexes that has relationship with US dollars are such that each time the US dollar is gaining strength, they're always losing strength. Now if I compare this German 30 to US index, you see that it's pushing to the upside. The German 30 is pushing to the downside. Okay, now what we want to do here is, if you want to analyze this pair, is very easy. Identify all the first of all, identify the trend. The trend is pushing to the downside. What you want to do is to identify the major levels, the key structures. These points, these are areas of high selling and buying pressure. You want to take trades from there, but before you can do that, you have to identify exactly where the market is going to. Now I can't put any circle here because I don't know if the market is going to push up more or push down. This is where the market stops. So what I want to do is to first of all identify those points. So I will do that by drawing lines. I'll drawing trend lines of important levels, right? And these, I draw this one here. I'm drawing this line of this point. Draw this line of this point. This one here as well. This one here as well. These two meet together, which is perfect. Now, what we want to do now is to identify the nearest. We want to take trades from here. So, going further next week, I want to do this. Draw the structure here. Allow the market come here and retest and push to the downside. There's another structure here. So, what I'll do now is to draw my structure here like this. So what I'm expecting is two things: either the market goes here and tanks to the downside, or it plays around here a bit and starts coming to break this level, retest and push the downside, or the market could even break past the retest here and push it upside. But meanwhile, I'll be stepping down to a lower time frame to actually see clearly what the market is about to do before I can take trades. Now this is FX Mesh, smashing it. I will just take a US 30. US 30 is another pair I would like to finish up with. It's just similar to the German 30. So it's an index as well. It's on a bearish trend. You can see I've already drawn this trend line to identify where the market is. Now what I want to do is to do the same thing I did. Identify the trend first of all. It's a bearish trend. I mark these points. Mark these points. So mark these points. Allow the market to come clearly, retest and break. This on a daily time frame. I can step down to really to see what's happening. Now, to be honest, this pair didn't really move that much, and there's been a lot of indecisive movement for this particular pair. So I left it. I didn't trade it, but I'm looking forward to the next coming week where I'll be expecting the market to break past here, retest and push to the upside. But before you can do this move, it means that the US dollar must be weak for this move to happen. And the way I see the US dollar is going to gain more strength, so I'm expecting this thing to push downwards. If the US dollar is gaining strength, it will push upwards rather. So the US dollar is going to gain more strength the way I'm looking at it. And meanwhile, this means this is going to push upwards. So it works inversely proportional to the US dollars. Indexes that are related to US dollars works inversely proportional to the US dollars. This is FX Mesh, smashing it. Always remember, to follow your rules, only be patient, and make sure that you are disciplined enough and don't enter trades in fear. FX Mesh, smashing it. If you like what I'm about, please like, subscribe, and share. Catch you in the next one. Peace out.